there's kind of two ways to look at this. And, you have to be very cautious about singling people out.
Mhm.
Now, I think that it used to not be as big of a problem until we entered in. This is kind of my children's, age group where everybody gets a trophy. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter how well you did at the soccer game or did
Mhm.
for everybody gets a trophy. And I actually really do not like that. I think
I
that
do not like that. I think
I
what we've done is we
absolutely
coddled and we've hurt the kids.
right. And now,
Mhm.
it's always thought of that competition's bad. You set
Mhm.
up people to be against you. It's like, no, this is like, a great, football team. You look at a great team, and those who excel and reach the top were the ones who worked their rear ends off and excelled at themselves. And it's not about making sure everybody's feelings are not hurt. But given that we are kind of in that mode and mindset now, if you do in a workspace, and I see this even in my own small business, that, I can tell people, hey, you did a great job today. I'm going to single you out because really you did very well. But if I'm going to start giving gifts or something, everybody's going to have to get one. Now, do they have to be an equal gift? My office manager gets $100. The next person in line that was there the longest seniority wise gets 50. And then, somebody's only been there for 2 weeks might get 25. I mean, that's just an example. But I think you can show people to be at different levels and reward them that way. But everybody needs to be able to get something. Or again, I think you create a little bit of competition in people's heads. Set that up. Set yourself business up a little bit for failure. So that's what I worry about.
Okay. Okay. I agree. So when I think of that, I think it, I'm sorry, I pulled my face. When I think of that, I think about how that impacts it from a consultant standpoint for myself.
Hmm.
I'm in a position where I have to advise businesses and clients of what are best practices and what are really bad. And I think sometime, and the larger the company is and the more it grows, you kind of have to move out of the ma and pa kind of setting. Now
Absolutely.
you're in here with the big dog. And so what happens is, just like you said, everybody doesn't get a trophy. When you're doing something for your team and you have special team members that are on the team that excel, you still recognize your team because they may be excelling from what they're doing right now or that particular project, but I'm sure they didn't work on that project alone.
Absolutely.
So I think when you can, what I would recommend you doing, as I've recommended my clients to do something for the department.
Hmm.
If you can't do so, and then if you want to you can do a high achiever certificate or something like that, or you can do a special certificate. Choose a employee of the month, a department lead of the month, or something like that, where you're giving everyone the opportunity to grow and excel. But when you
Hmm.
single one particular employee out, you may not know, and they may not be from that department that did something, but they may not know what that employee's position is in that department with that leader or that manager,
Hmm.
which can cause a whole nother problem.
Right. And there's always somebody behind helping,
Yes.
in the reserves, but it is definitely, it is important to give people recognition. They do need that.
Yes.
But
Hmm.
you absolutely have to be very, very cautious about, over celebrating one person against what many others have contributed as well. And you just have to do it, approach it, like you say, from an aspect of mom and pop. I like the way you said that,
Yes.
because in a small atmosphere, you can kind of do those things. But in a larger atmosphere like that, you really have to be careful.